Nintendo was founded in 1889.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They made
Okay.
games
Board games?
Card games.
And they've also made weapons, right?
Yeah, and love hotels.
And love hotels. That's right. That was the one.
Okay, when we go to Japan, you have to go because
You looked entirely too excited to go to a Nintendo love hotel.
you have to go. It's not because of the stigma. Just
What's a
get
love
that out of
hotel?
your mind. It's like, hey, you want to go to a theme park in a room? Just maybe they're different themes. Like here, this is jungle themed. Hey, this is
So like Anniversary A.
castle themed. Yeah, exactly. But
A
no.
love hotel is a type of short stay hotel that offers privacy for sexual activities.
Oh.
You can rent the room for a few hours or for the whole night.
Oh,
So it'd be like
okay.
going
So you
to-
rent the room by the hour.
Yes, it is by the hour.
I mean, that's overpaying for some guys.
But
Anyway.
I'm keeping that in the recording.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey,
So
DM, where are we at?
I'm going to use that line. I'm writing that down. I'm kidding.
last time you guys had arrived at Kresk, and I'll
Okay.
do a little bit back for you, Mike, because it's been a little while. Because I think you were there when you guys were fighting the werewolves.
Yes.
Well, you were on the phone last time.
Yeah, and I was on the
Oh,
phone
that's
last
right.
time.
That's right. Okay, never mind.
And I
you're
heard-
pretty much caught up.
I heard most of it.
Oh, okay.
It kept cutting out a little here and there.
Oh.
But I was able to kind of gather what happened.
Yeah, pretty much you finished traveling to Kresk, and then upon entering, you had some guards that were a bit standoffish and took you to their burgomaster.
And he pointed us to this abbey, the minister of the abbey. Right?
Yes. Because in talking to him, he had been fairly open with you guys and had mentioned that, first of all, he doesn't like strangers. Whether you're Strahd's friends or foes, doesn't really have time for you guys. And they don't really, they're very much a society that they grow their own food, they grow their own trees,
Self-sufficient.
wood, they have animals inside. Like really, they don't need anything outside of the walls, except for maybe like the random thing. Anyway, and so they kind of hold away, far away from where Strahd is, in their own little town. So, but on the hill, way up high.
But one of their
is
kids was
Abbey.
kidnapped.
Well, one of his children died.
There was a little boy that was kidnapped that we're going to be looking for.
Oh,
which
yes.
is why Jenica wanted to make nice.
Yes. So, yes, there was a boy kidnapped back in Barovia.
Barovia, okay.
Yes, the town
This
of
guy's
Barovia.
son had been
He died.
killed.
Well, he had died of sickness, of
Oh,
disease.
that's right.
So he had let you guys know that, and he said,
That's why I wanted to declare it.
Best time to get a Reese's.
I don't
Anytime.
ads, no.
I also accept all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Reese's. I know I love Reese's, but maybe not right now.
The algorithm loves you.
Yeah.
I do eat them. But anyway, and so, yes, but he said, maybe if you can do something for me, I will let you stay. And he requested of you guys to go up on the hill and ask, he said, no one has been there in forever, but go to the Abbey and ask the Abbott their stories. Like he's been here for over a century. There are things that go on there, but nobody really knows because nobody goes there. And so if you could ask him to come and maybe, because he's like, is any of you a cleric that can revive someone? Apparently not. Anyway, but they think the Abbot can. And so he's asking you guys to go and request that of the Abbot, who will probably ask something in return.
By the way, the title
So-
of that session I titled very funny and thoughtful.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to look at it.
Well, Alex will love it. Anyway.
Wait, what is the title?
Hey, Abbott!
Oh!
I just, anyway.
I'm guessing.
Yep. Good Johnny.
Anyway, okay, I won't explain. But yeah, so you guys had left, and he had instructed some of his guards to follow you there and make sure you didn't dawdle about. Anyway, and in going, you may or may not have been trying to talk to the guards and get a little bit more information. There was one more elderly guard in front of you guys that was a no funny business type individual, but the two behind you were, cracking jokes and just talking. And one of them looked at you, Susan, and was very interested in the makeup of your construction. Anyway, it was like, so you've taken bits from other people, and okay, like, I wonder how that works. And was a little bit wary of that. So, and then you guys noticed in the distance a glimmer of a shining pool, and realized that that's probably where you needed to eventually go. Anyway, and you had made it up the switchbacks up to this abbey, which was very high.
Cyrus got hungry.
Yeah, a little very hungry. Yeah. Anyway, and Irina had asked to stay outside. You guys had gone up and approached these old gates and this wall that had fenced the abbey off. This wall that kind of had been patchworked together by who knows what, with some rusty iron gates. And Irina had asked to stay outside because she's had enough of the foreboding and the things that go bump in the night kind of thing. So anyway, so you guys left her outside with the guards and had gone in, seen the the courtyard with rocks and whatnot, gone in and had knocked on the front doors and had been greeted by an individual, a cloaked individual that had interesting, so part of its skin was scaly,
furry.
And the other part was furry, as if two animals had been combined to create this creature.
As if an anime artist could not decide what they wanted the creature to look like, so they both.
And in a deep voice, it asked what you wanted. And after some convincing talk, and maybe Susan making them a bit upset. Wait, was it you insulted their size? I believe that they were short.
So then I tried to smooth it over by saying, "Have you met a toddler?"
Yeah. What is a toddler? Anyway, and and smooth talking them over. They let you inside. So we have the doors here. These are the doors, and then there was like a short, dark pathway with really no lighting, with some more doors that opened up
I
into
just
the.
peeked in and saw a room with a cauldron over a fire. Correct?
So that was outside over here.
Oh.
So I should show where it's.
That's okay.
Where I will draw. But anyway, so in a separate room, yes, you'd peeked in and you'd seen a long, beautifully laid out table, like a reception table with, a fire. And everything. So, I might have the wrong one, but let me read again what you have seen upon going into the courtyard. Let me get to the right page.
A yard for a courtyard.
Thanks. That was really helpful.
Let's see. And there, because there's some fog. So there is, it says, the thick fog that fills this courtyard swirls as if eager to escape. Let's see, the courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot high curtain wall, and wooden doors on the north side and east led to the two wings. So there's two sides, so like over here and over there, over here and over there.
Curtain wall's a type of wall. It's not literally curtains, right?
No, it's
like
like a flat
No, I was thinking the wavy walls.
Stone. It's like stone wall. Right?
where there's like no break in it.
Oh.
I should look it up. I actually didn't.
Okay.
But I was just thinking, it's just a wall that just goes.
Curtain wall. A fortified wall around a medieval castle, typically one linking towers together.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Or a wall that encloses the space within a building but does not support the roof, typically on a modern high-rise.
Oh yeah, because
So,
the ceiling's up.
Like the perimeter of a castle wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, we've all learned something. And so there's wooden doors. In the center of the courtyard is a stone. Oh, I bet the wrong one. A stone well. Let me change it out.
Well, that sure changes my mental picture.
So much. A stone well.
You do have a well.
Yeah. I want to do that one.
Let's not
let's
drink
see,
this, especially if it's foul.
Stone well fitted with an iron winch in which a rope and a bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs.
Are those the troughs right there?
These are alcoves. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. The quiet is shattered by some noises, guttural animal sounds coming from the sheds. And that is where we ended it last time. So, I will describe a little bit more. So, here, so they're closed doors. Here. Yeah. Yeah. And then the stakes where you see one of the individuals are here. So.
There's nothing overhead, right? It's open sky?
No, it's open sky. So, but there is like fog. Oh, there you go. I'll put one of these creatures. Is chicken there.
You said it had bat wings with spider mandibles?
As if combined between bat
spider.
and spider. Let me change.
Also known as the Biomancers.
Oh.
Sorry, Ravnica lore.
Oh, no ad. Oh. The fire base is you are up high.
Woo!
Anyway, and so this is where you've arrived, but you are hearing sounds from these. They're almost like
Pens?
Pens, kind of like where horses, not like stables, but like
Stall?
Yeah, more like stalls with closed doors on the front of them. And you are hearing more animalistic sounds coming from them. So.
Oh.
That was unexpected.
So, and the individual, the cloaked individual, turns to you guys, your group. Oh, yes, which you've all come in here, and says, "Wait here, I will fetch my master." And turns and goes this way and goes in this door, and leaves you in this courtyard.
So where's the chained creature there?
So it's the little.
Oh, that. Oh, I thought that was the little servant guy.
Nope. I'll get him a little thing.
Are they dead?
Nope.
Hello.
Nope. It is currently kind of on the ground, kind of curled up, kind of minding its own business. We'll say he's gone in there.
I am going to
Dre's going to ask a question to the group.
approach in a minute. Yeah.
Do we think that these people, these creatures are all humans that have been cursed?
I don't know. I'm gonna go try and
Are
find
these
out.
the priests of the Abbott?
Possibly.
I don't know. I'm gonna try and find out. So I'm gonna walk up to the chained up creature, kind of not like right up to. I'm sure Jenica's not a complete idiot.
Susan shouts, "Hello!" down the well.
So he's like, "Hello,"
It echoes back.
and it sounds kind of deep. And hold on, I need dice.
That's always fun when the DM says, "I need dice."
Okay, and you hear reverberating back.
Ooh.
This sounds like that one guy's son.
Oh, yeah.
Susan, it might be best if we stay away from the well.
I think there's something down there.
Yeah, I think you're
It'd
right.
probably be best to stay away.
I just see everyone but Susan go away from the well. Just like, nope. But yeah, I'm gonna walk closer to the chained creature and
It's kind of on the ground. So it's let's see.
Don't get too close.
okay.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit better
Try and
description. So the creature chained to the post has leathery wings, and as you look over and start to approach it, it kind of flaps wings.
Okay, I'm not.
But it let's see.
Okay.
Yes. What did I say? Yeah. So really, that's the only thing about it. So it's also clothed in tattered rags, pretty much, and is a shorter individual, and looks over you with the mandibles.
Does it look? Okay, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to get in Jenica's head. Does it look like a human that's had that has bat wings, or does it look like a humanoid creature but not human? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say more on the humanoid side, as if maybe it was. It's almost as if someone thought putting different creatures together after they were already formed was a good idea. But you do see where where the mandibles stop and like the spider-esqueness turns into more the batness. You do see seams of more like human skin. And an overlapping of the different materials, or
So
types
one's
of
human. Potentially. Oh.
Could I?
You could make.
Or parts of
Can
a
I-
person.
Yeah, could I make a...
I'll have you make a nature check. To
Okay,
see
well-
if this is more natural occurring.
Well,
or like,
before I shouldn't tell you if I should make a check, but would this be something she's heard of before? Would that warrant a check? Sorry, I should. Probably shouldn't tell you when I need to make a check.
No, I would have to say not particularly. It might be something you may have heard mentioned,
Okay.
but it's not like the standard books, the standard works where you have like certain creatures where they're everywhere.
Like, this
everyone's
is for
heard of
sure
them.
an imp or a demon.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No, this is more a subclass of something that maybe is not. It's a
Well, would it be something I've heard of before?
I'll
kidding.
have you roll a history check.
History. Okay.
Yeah, just to draw from your brain and see how far your training.
Well, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that nat 20.
You can't think of anything.
No. So with that nat 20, this is not naturally occurring. This is done by magic. And it's not something that is like passed on from creature to creature or
not
like
hereditary?
kids. No, it's not hereditary. Like these creatures are.
It's not like tiefling.
No, but they do have human origins. Like they were born humans.
Would my detect magic still be in effect that I cast last time?
Because isn't that 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And
And it has not been that long. That's
No,
for
it
sure.
does not. So yes, it would technically still be in effect. So. Ooh. I love when you guys ask really hard questions. I'm like, I've read this chapter probably like 5 times. And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. Yes. Because, remind me, detect magic, is it something that currently has magic enthralled in it or has been touched by magic?
I thought it was touched by magic,
I
or
think you can see spells that are active, and you
Right.
can tell they're.
That's what I thought.
so maybe not.
Origin.
So not traces of magic.
Yeah.
Just,
Like,
I mean, it's kind of up to DMs.
right.
Oh, I've got spells.
Well,
And there's a lot of flexibility on this one.
yeah. Because this one, so I will give you this, that there is, there is magic here.
the presence of magic within 30 feet.
Oh, the presence of magic.
And then you can see the faint aura telling you what school it is.
Okay.
What school it is.
and you know what I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
What school is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, and a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if it's also emanating from the creatures.
That's kind of what I wondered. If
Yeah,
this,
so you're looking around, as it's still in effect, so you're looking around and the building and like the ropes or like the hay, like all of that does not seem to be affected by magic.
Okay.
But the creature tied to the post in front of you has been. I will give it to you. Yep. Let me. Yes, I was right. I've been asked this enough times. So, and it is the school of transmutation.
Is there anything around that looks like food?
The creature.
I'm just going to tell the group there's been transmutation spells used here.
And I will relate to the group. I will relay
a perception check for me.
And I'll relate to the group that
No.
the creature that I'm looking at has been combined by different creatures. Was once human and has been
not going to be good.
Mutilated.
I wonder if there's a way to reverse it.
Does the creature seem like it's reacting to me when it flapped its wing?
So yeah, so it was kind of minding its own business, and almost seemed like it was, I don't know, zoning out, whatever. And then as you started to get closer, it looks over you, and then okay, you are looking around for food and whatnot, and you assume that these are all stable-like things, and there are creatures. They probably are fed somehow. That's as much as you know about. So, but you don't see anything on the ground or anything really nearby. And weirdly, like even though there are creatures here, you don't see any like bones lying around or things like that. So
Remind me what these are.
anyway, so those are troughs of water.
Water.
Yep, troughs of water. So
Are there any? There's no creature that's tied down over here, right?
so there are like doors, like wooden, like doors. I don't know that you would see going into like a stable kind of thing, that are closed at the moment. So you can't see what's inside, but you are hearing, noises. And you do know that there is magic, probably something similar, coming from.
So I can see that light coming from inside those stalls.
Yeah, and also on the one tied up, and it's looking at you, Janica. And it like kind of flaps its wing, kind of like lifts off, and then goes on the ground because it is chained to the post, and so it like kind of swings around. The chain goes taunt and comes back.
It's like a really sad game of tetherball. Okay.
But human eyes though, but the mandibles are still like the lower half is like the spider mandibles, so it can hiss. Has the spider eyes? Who knows? But it doesn't seem like maybe it would be able to talk.
Janica is going to get not within range of the chain, but just outside of it, kind of get down, like crouch on, put one knee down, and see if she can get it to relax.
Okay.
And just kind of like put her hands up, like empty hands.
Like animal handling. How do you do an animal handling check?
Jenica will help her.
Okay. With advantage.
Jenica's really good. She's got a +4 on animal.
Okay, so would
I
that
think
be...
helping would give her advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so... Okay, let's see. Okay, so animal handling...
So we're actually over here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
This is you, right?
Yeah. So that's an 18 total.
Yes.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
I wonder if that would be an interesting house rule. If you added helping,
Hold on.
what if when you helped,
Yeah.
you changed it to either like use the highest of the two modifiers,
Yeah.
Okay.
or maybe even add them together?
Oh. Oh,
That'd be kind of cool.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because, the
Either
assistant...
instead of advantage or in addition to it or something.
Right.
I wonder if it would be broke though.
Alright.
Maybe I'll do a one-shot sometime where that comes into play and get tested out.
Okay. Sorry, what did you roll?
An 18 total.
Oh, okay. Okay, so as you kind of come up to it and you're like, what do you say, anything? Or you're just
So it's
like,
pretty obvious it probably can't speak English. Or
you got the-
sorry,
you got the, like,
sorry,
talons,
speak
like,
common.
clicking.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing any lips, right? Okay. Since I can't speak spider, I'm not going to try and speak to it. I'm just crouching down, getting on one knee, just like doing it's okay, just because I'm not going to try and make it talk, because that's me. And Janica doesn't know sign language, so.
Okay. So as you come up to it, it just kind of.
I forgot that I have comprehend languages.
Oh.
So you can understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear, and written language you can see.
Depends on if it has a spoken
But yeah, I
language.
don't know if it has a spoken language. So there's
The
that.
DM. Do spiders speak?
If it makes sounds, is it words?
From my understanding, are they like bees, where their language is more like their movement?
Chemical?
Waggle dance?
Or chemicals?
Yeah.
I don't
Or,
know.
things like that?
We start dancing to try and communicate.
This is probably not
Bars.
applicable then, but it was like, what?
We could try asking it questions. Does it have legs?
More like human legs.
Like human legs.
Mm-hmm. But hunched over.
Can you tap your foot if you understand us?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh my gosh! I've learned something today. Spiders communicate by acoustic vibration mechanisms.
Yeah,
By visual
that's right.
means and by pheromones. So smell, visuals, and vibrations.
Remember in Baldur's Gate when the spiders tried to talk to us?
It's an acoustic
They
vibration.
tapped the ground.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't end well.
No, it did not.
You two were bards, and especially you, Saphira.
In the goblin camp.
I will give it to you.
Sweet.
I will give it to you because you would probably
Oh, yeah.
understand that
Uh-huh.
meaning. So,
So,
Frequencies are
Just-
different.
yeah.
Talk with them.
But,
You can talk to them.
yes.
so to Drea's
Where's
question,
that?
does
Sorry.
it respond to?
So yeah, so
because
as you...
Saphira can understand it if it answers the
Uh-huh.
question.
Mm-hmm. So, as you come up to it, and so Drea and Janica, you're both like, and you like get on the ground and show like, okay, maybe if we do like legs up, like maybe.
Well, I was just gonna put my hands out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how far you were going.
Very non-threatening. taking
Yeah, just like
non-threatening
my hands are empty of
positions.
weapons.
Okay,
Classic,
okay. So the creature has been trying to like almost like get away from you guys, but like can't because it's tethered. And it looks at you. I can't do that. And it stops trying to fly away. But it still is like on the edge of its, chain. And just like viewing you guys. And then starts like kind of not pacing back and forth.
Can you understand us? Tap your foot if you can understand us.
And you just hear.
Oh, something.
But roll. So do you have to roll for that, or is it just an innate thing?
It's just a spell that she casts.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For an
Are,
hour.
are you wanting to cast it? I will
Yes.
give it to you if you do. Okay. Cool. This will be interesting. So as it's like clicking with its mandibles, you're sensing the I guess vibrations or like the
Pattern?
yes, I will say. And from what you can understand or glean from the type of clicking and the intensity and just the sheer vibrations of it all, it's saying things like, "Get away! Get away! Get away! Strangers! Strangers!
Stranger danger.
Don't want. Must leave. Get out! Strangers!"
So the same things over and over, basically.
Yeah, not really the most intelligent of sorts, but it does seem to be upset by your presence.
Is it upset by being chained?
Well, it's trying to get away, so it doesn't seem to be very happy being chained up.
I have one more question. Does it look like it's been physically abused while chained to the...
Roll an investigation check for me.
While that's
check, too.
happening,
Since I'm close.
Susan takes his hat of disguise
Ooh, that wasn't good.
and
Okay.
scoops up some water from the trough and splooshes it into the well. Just in case the thing down there is thirsty.
Roll a d4 for me.
14.
14.
10.
Okay. You are checking for. Remind me.
So we were looking
Sorry.
at...
Has it been abused or does it
Oh, yeah,
appear
yeah.
to have been fed?
Because when I see things chained to poles, Janica thinks maybe there's been like,
It makes sense. Oh, 3. Okay, cool.
Shenanigans.
And then,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do
Not
your
good.
thing then.
Yeah.
That's really yours. So you don't see. So as you investigate it, you don't see any like broken bones or anything, or any scratch marks, or really anything of the sort. And so it doesn't seem to be physically abused from what you can see. But it is like thin and more lanky in appearance, and as if it doesn't maybe get a lot of food. or it could be its makeup as well because it's been changed. But you assume it might be a bit of both. So
Okay.
That's what you can get from it.
Saphira, did you tell us what you heard?
Yes.
Okay, you did. Okay. Well,
Can she speak? Saphira, can you talk to it?
I just have, well, actually, hang on. So I have comprehend languages, but also, with my background, I mean, since we call a piece of lore, I don't know, that's a hard one. It seems like I can have access to most information or know where it might be. So I don't know if that necessarily means I can speak back to it.
I would give you a check for that, maybe. See if you can communicate.
Should try it.
So yeah, if you want to roll d20 for me. I'm just trying to communicate.
What kind of check are we doing?
I'll have you do a persuasion check for this one.
17.
17. Okay. How would you like to create these clicking and vibration frequencies for this communication style?
She pulls out 2 drumsticks.
Do you want to use any instruments, or are they just like your mouth? Or
I mean, I was
with
thinking,
your
you know.
skill.
I don't have drumsticks, but let's use my longhorn to tap, and then my lyre.
I think it's lyre.
I think it's lyre. I couldn't remember. I'll pat that as well. So like when you pat a stringed instrument, right, it causes the strings to vibrate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Frequencies.
smart. Okay. So you pull out your instrument and you kind of come closer to it, and you start like tapping at different places more rhythmically, you know, or some intensely, some not. What are you trying to communicate?
Maybe I'll explain. We don't intend to hurt you. We are here on an errand. Why are you so afraid?
Okay. So as you are communicating, and remind me what you rolled.
17.
17. Okay, yeah. I was like, okay. So you are starting to communicate this, and you see the creature look at you, and then like kind of realize that it's able to actually understand your meaning, and it clicks, and starts to kind of come over in your direction, saying, "Oh, stranger, you be friend, not animal, not herder, not vegetable."
No.
Friend?
Yes.
You come to... And it comes closer. Release me?
We didn't come here with that intent. I didn't know about you until just now. But can you tell me a little bit more about how you got here?
She's a translation.
Yeah.
This is home. Home. Always been here. Always lived here. With others. Family. Bell. Family.
Name? Does he have a name?
But go away. Me want go away. Want to fly. Fly away from here.
So you're not happy?
Food comes sometimes.
What's your name?
My name?
It's a good one.
It's,
May not remember.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I call him.
Sister calls me
What?
Marzana.
Marzana.
Marzena.
Marzana.
Marzena.
This is a spider bat creature, right?
Bat. I hurt.
Have you always had wings? Can she ask that?
I'll ask.
Yes. Always been like this.
Is that true? Can I?
I don't think so.
I know. I'm like,
Well, I'm guessing that in her
like in her current.
current mind state, she's
Yeah, she thinks.
something like
Yeah,
that.
Doesn't know anything different.
Is that?
doesn't know anything different. Can't remember the being human.
Try an inside if you want. You want to inside a spider bat person?
Sure. Let's see. That's a 14.
A 14? Okay.
Sure,
Well,
we'll try.
you're not really in the conversation.
Oh, that's true.
But
Okay.
but they're like, I'm assuming you're communicating to everyone.
What that thing said, but I'm pretty
16.
sure it was lying.
16. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Vanishes to me.
But you guys
That's
are
so sad.
able to like see the body language and stuff, and she's kind of like on all fours, kind of like going back and forth, and her need to like leave and whatnot. You can kind of see in her like body language that she's just like I don't know, fidgety, whatever, and wanting to go. But you don't know if it's true that like maybe they don't get fed, or that maybe she's always been this way. You can't quite tell. Maybe to her, in her mind, she has always been this way. You think?
I wonder what she wants to eat.
Yeah, what do you normally eat?
Food.
Is it red and juicy and wet?
You have food? Food? You have?
Oh.
And she like kind of scurries over.
I'm guessing she feeds like a spider.
See what I have.
Put my hand on Susan's back and gently push her.
I'll
But
take
we don't
out
want
a
bones
ration.
out. We don't want bones out.
I have this. Are you allowed to eat this?
And what do you hand her?
Ration.
Oh yeah. So she takes it. She like, and in her human hand, she like holds it.
She eats it?
She like puts it in her face, and your ration like starts to crumble apart. This food? Food?
Yes. Question mark? Kind of.
Ooh, dry.
It is really dry.
But she like is like trying to like stomach it. Like it seems very dry for her, and so but she's like trying to like ingest it, but it seems like she doesn't eat that kind
I'm
of food
gonna
very
give her
often.
some water from the trough.
You are friends.
Susan starts dragging this over.
Make a strength check for me.
Well, maybe I won't. I'll let him do it.
And as you do, wait, I'll have you roll first.
Okay, I'll let him take care of that.
Oh,
I'm seeing the
my
nat 20.
rolls aren't very high.
Yeah, I'm seeing the nat 20, so I'm like,
Okay.
ooh, that's not good because I can see the 20. And I know it's around the 20.
Oh, just flat strength. 4.
Okay.
Maybe we'll draw that back.
Can I assist?
Okay. Sure, you can try and assist.
So would that give advantage or would I do an ID to roll?
I'll have you roll to see how you handle this.
17.
Okay,
wow.
so
How does that work?
so
That was
Susan is like
Yeah.
idea. Because before you had
Yeah, he loosens it.
you had grabbed like your flask or whatever of water and had kind of like given it, whatever, and then idea, let's go get more. And so you run over, and Susan, you see the trophy, like great, and you pull, and you poof, and the whole side goes poof, and the water. And Janica, you had also tried to lift, and you had lifted successfully the other corner, boop, and all the water, boom, and it spilled out.
Good job.
And you see, Susan, as you are looking around like, I didn't do anything, you see peeping up out of the well 3 spider eyes on one side of a creature's face and a human eye on the other, looking at you.
Is it that?
Out of this well?
Yeah, a little bit, yes. Let's see if there's any...
I think there's another one that's on the pole. I think there's another one down there.
And
Do
you
we
see,
see that, or
so
just
it is like more of a blackened individual. So it's all black with like little hairy bits off of it. But it does have a human eye, but more of like a grayish complexion and that skin tone. But then the spider eyes, no mandibles or anything. But so like more of like a human part of the face with like a normal mouth, but the eyes are like the red, like the deep. Let's see, black. I can't remember.
Susan, should we try the other trough?
Doesn't say what color. We're gonna say they're black. So they're like deep set, like deep black.
Who's Susan talking to?
So
I don't know. What?
Reaches down to pet it.
He walks away. I'm like, what?
yes.
Do you want to know my AC?
I would.
13.
Oh, okay. So
my
as
goodness,
you go down to pet it, wait, let me see. Everyone is different. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. They do mention red. Sorry, the eyes are red. So you see a hand, boom, and past you, but it's not a normal hand. This is a frog, like hand, that misses you. But you notice the sticky webbed in between the fingers. You're like, hmm.
And someone was getting really creative.
Seems to be coming from the same individual, but they miss.
Susan, let's take a step back. I'm gonna pull back a little bit.
And as you do, this creature pops out, like crawls up, and now is on the brim of this well. Looking at you guys.
I'm guessing we all see it at this point.
Yes. So this creature is mostly spider-like. So, the chest cavity is more bulbous, and the bottom half also more bulbous.
Oh, Jenica
but
curses in Latin.
Also, in ragged clothes and whatnot, sort of on the humanoid side. But has hairs kind of sticking out everywhere in different places.
But it has a human mouth?
Human mouth, human eye, but yes. And then let's see, one frog-like arm. Let's see.
What's the other arm? Oh gosh.
Oh yeah. So one of its feet. Normal. Other arm, more like human arm. But a crow's foot on one side, and the other foot is human.
It's like this person rolled his die.
The more human parts are a grayish
exhausted?
color, so not like a human skin tone, or like a darkish
I was just
black
wondering if you were
gray
exhausted.
that blends in with the black of the spider bits.
How long is this
So-
guy taking to come back?
Because you haven't hardly said a word. That's why.
And it looks at you, Susan, and you see that. Yes, part of his clothes are damp. I was looking at you with the spider eyes. But it's not really said anything. So, anyway, so now the water.
You understand it?
I just let everyone know this is out of my wheelhouse.
Any tips?
This is not in my. If this was a demon or undead, I could help you. I don't know what's going on.
And Marzana behind you is like, you better run.
Do you relay that?
Starts goes cackling.
I am gonna put myself in between Susan and the frog creature because I know what happens when you get hit.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna just quickly say, what's going on with the...
And just as that's happening, the door swings open.
Okay.
And the hooded individual. My book. Let's see. Oh yeah. So you hear the hooded individual shout across the courtyard, Mishka! And so kind of stops hearing his name. and turns back and looks at the other creature that you, the hooded or cloaked individual that you spoke with earlier. And they say, "Go back to your well. It's not time to eat." It like slinks back, but still its like eyes and like its face are up, just looking at you guys. And the creature that is like walking back to you guys, and says, "My master will see you now. Follow me." And turns around and like motions for you guys to follow.
He doesn't have to have a hump on his back, maybe?
No.
Okay.
But I mean the like lizard arm and like the wolf arm, I mean kind of is a little intimidating.
Off-putting.
So just a little bit. So
One of your troughs broke.
the creature looks back. I'm assuming that's you.
I mean, it wasn't just me.
It was fine before.
We were trying to give a drink to Mara's.
Mezca?
Mare's.
Marzena.
Marzena.
Mishka, that's the other one.
Okay.
Well, she's not been good lately. So, this is her punishment.
Oh, okay.
Well, Janica's outlook has definitely changed since getting here. It went from, let's get help from the Abbey to, I might be killing this person.
Okay. Well, so this creature leads you to this door, opens this this wooden door, and it opens up into a large room, kind of like Jenica, you had looked in. And
So are we going in this door?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can I linger a little bit while they're walking away and quickly ask her?
Are you going with
He
us?
says you've been naughty. What have you been doing? See if she responds before we leave.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, well, I guess this is kind of smaller than what your little thingy is, but that's okay. So you ask, like, what she's done, and she I tried to get away. Tried to run. Fly away.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Leave home.
Is there a reason you wanted to leave?
Food.
I think instinct.
Freedom. Sky.
Channeling her in her Mel
So
Brooks there. Or Mel Gibson, oh my word.
Wow, this is a big table.
Drea's gonna,
This'll
because
work.
Drea stayed behind with Saphira.
I also stayed behind.
Why don't we
Wrong
make
Mel.
this? Why don't we make this like less according to
Wrong Mel.
size? Because I just want this table to be.
And Drea's gonna tell Saphira, I think that these things were once human.
Oh yeah.
And I think the reason it wants to leave is because the longer it remains in this form, the less human it's becoming.
Go. So how big is this room? There's a massive room compared to this table.
Totally guessing, but this is just my gut feeling.
Very possible. And anyway,
Okay, we'll have to go. We'll come back, maybe. Hopefully.
with food.
We'll put in a good word for you.
If I can find some.
Good friend. And you, so you walk in, and you see this, yes, very big, very ornate room. Okay. Oh, wait, I have to change.
I mean, because priests are always in an abbey, right?
What was that?
Normally.
Abbeys are usually filled with priests, right?
Or habits.
Abbots. I thought the abbot was just the head priest.
Yeah, yes. Would it be so? Rachel or DM? Whatever.
So I think
Sorry.
everything in
Totally
this,
fine.
one of those stalls and the one chained and one in the well all used to be priests.
Maybe. So would Janica have a light understanding of religion, having delved into the supernatural, since they tend to be slightly
So
more
those
women?
two are female.
They do
Typically,
do-
priests are male.
You do?
Might depend also on the religion.
Because we don't know what kind of religion.
Yeah, because if this, that's possible.
Oh yay, ads. Oh.
Okay. I.
Yeah, we don't know how many different deities were worshipped in this particular.
Because we saw.
Abbey.
Remind me, DM, when we came in, there was a like carvings saying, who was it? Not praising, but it was what was her name?
Yes. Everything sounds so familiar, but it is.
I know. I'm like, oh shoot.
It's like Markovia.
Yeah.
Saint Markovia.
Saint Markovia. Okay.
So on the front,
And
I'll
that
tell you
was-
exactly what was said.
Okay.
Nope, not that. Yes, so set on the wall is a pair. Oh, not that. Oh yeah, there's a copper plaque. On the plaque, yes, it is the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Okay.
And then it says, "May her light cure all illness." That's what it says, carved on the
Well,
front.
flip. Someone
So-
misinterpreted
Someone's put a
that.
lid on her light.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. So, along the walls, how'd I forget? There are, you see nets, with shovels connected to them, like hastily kind of like put together and hung on the walls. There's like different hooks, and like nettings, or like big nets have kind of, either the shovels have been put inside them or like behind them next to them, like they're like there's a set of
Was
nets
this
and
in the
shovels.
main room?
Sorry, yes.
Or the courtyard?
On like little in the courtyard. So like kind of along the walls, like here, here,
Gotcha.
Right.
Would I understand
just
the
like
purpose of that?
along. Yeah. Actually, yes. So, from your previous history and just things in general where you're from, that this nets obviously are for catching things. These are nets for smaller things, like maybe small creatures. And the shovels seem to have been used, and so things have been digged. So it's more for the hunting purposes or just like gather purposes.
Food.
Not necessarily for like to kill, but just to gather. So, yes. And it could capture anything from a smaller individual, like a 4 foot, 5 foot person,
Like a
small child animal, yeah, things like that. So, but anything of the large size would not be able to be caught. Medium would not be easy, but small definitely. So,
Considering Ferellin's 6'10",
yeah, you're like you could break free of these very easily. So,
So this would be like for raccoons
Mhm.
or
Or
badgers
pigs.
or
yeah,
pigs or
yeah, things of that nature.
Well, Jani's just thinking if these aren't the priests, like Drea's theorizing, then
Yeah.
they've been outsourced. Anyway,
Potentially. So then as you guys make your way into the main hall area, there's gentle sounding music trickling down from above. There's a single instrument being played. You can't see who's playing it. It's like there's a floor above you where the music seems to be coming from. Let's see the ground. Let's see. It's one large with a very tall ceiling. Yeah, 50-foot square room, glass windows. There's like quite a few, like slit, kind of like how you would see in a normal chapel or cathedral kind of thing.
the narrow windows.
But there's many of them
Yeah.
next to each other.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I used to know those were called. I don't anymore.
There's something. Yeah, and there, a cauldron sits on an iron rack above a hearth, and the fire is burning. While above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden suitcase.
Oh, it says suitcase.
Staircase. Sorry. I was reading the rest of the sentence and I'm like, what is this suitcase doing?
I was like a suitcase.
Staircase. I'm sorry. Staircase.
He just got back from the airport.
Okay, I was just like,
Staircase.
I heard it.
Climbs the upper. Oh yeah.
I guess we're taking a trip.
Okay, let me put these
Yeah.
down.
No soup for you.
Because you do have. Yay! You have staircases.
Why are you in the soup store?
I'm at
Staircases.
Okay, so there are staircases.
Okay, sorry.
Staircases.
So sorry.
Leading up and leading down on either
I'm
side.
kind of glad I asked.
I'm glad you asked too.
One set of stairs just going up, and another set of stairs going down.
Yeah.
And one leading nowhere,
Gorgeous.
just for show.
This looks
What's that
to
from?
be
Put it on the roof.
a car.
If I were-
I've never seen it.
It's a good one.
good.
It's very good.
Love it.
And
It's good.
Topal
Okay,
does such a good
wow.
job. If you watch the,
It's just a musical, right?
yes,
Here's
There's a movie done in the 60s?
70.
74.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. Some.
Yeah, that's the one we watched.
way
But
older than us, you guys.
Topal's the lead.
Yeah, I just watched it.
He passed away last year.
He did.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
I'm almost ashamed to say I haven't seen that. I'll have to watch that.
It's really good.
It's really good. Really, really good.
I
haven't
think
seen it in
he
a long
makes
time,
the
but it's
movie.
really good.
He makes the movie.
I remember being bored when it was on.
Okay.
You know, it's okay. It's not for everybody. I grew up with a lot of Jewish people in my life, so I
We'll
did.
just-
I grew up with a lot of
back
musicals,
here is
so-
Okay,
the
yeah, yeah.
cauldron
He doesn't really like
fireplace.
My Fair Lady,
Mantle,
Singing in the
type
Rain.
thing.
Yeah, Singing
Yeah,
in the Rain
that's a
is
good
so
one.
good.
I feel like that needs to be.
Music
Oh, yeah, you grew up on Music Man. Yeah, yeah.
Music Man, that was
Yeah.
another one,
We
yeah.
actually did watch a lot growing up, now that I think about it. Les
Before,
Mis.
people want to go.
Here,
Yeah,
we'll use
go.
this lava thing.
How to Marry a Millionaire.
It's over here. It's a big
That's
cauldron.
Monroe and
Anyway, well, we'll just call this
is
the
it
kettle
Hepburn?
top. Anyway,
I haven't seen that one.
that's just a little rug.
He doesn't
thing, I
really
guess.
guess.
Okay.
It's definitely Marilyn Monroe and a few others.
Anyway, so, and as you guys walk in, you do smell something is cooking in this cauldron. So there, it seems like food is being prepared.
Do I smell anything special?
And it,
Oh yeah, you got heightened smell.
oh, that's
There it is.
right.
Everything.
So I will say you don't even have to roll anything because your sense of smell is really good right now.
Yeah.
So you do smell this is like a big soup. So there are gallons and gallons of water in this big cauldron. Like
So
a
there
couple
is a
people could
soup
probably
case.
fit in it.
Wait, you
let's-
said people could fit in it?
Yeah, it's huge. It's like me and Madeline could sit in it. Like kind of big. You
Have
know?
people been in it?
You don't know.
Are people
So,
in it?
no. Okay, so as you're inspecting this cauldron full of like gallons of
With the
like,
whores in the
soup
courtyard,
and
we're all
stuff.
like,
So
nothing is
you do
applicable in
smell
this guy.
meat. There's a smell of something acrid, like not maybe the freshest meat. Okay, but
Thinking of the barbecue that you got sick at.
oh, there you go.
That sounds
Yeah, it's
very
not-
unappetizing.
I mean, a little raw meat wouldn't hurt anyone, right?
Yeah, but there do seem to be
In character.
They
Yeah.
added some like vegetables, turnips, and things. There hasn't been any spices added. You would definitely smell that.
Daggum.
But it seems to be just straight water, meat, bones.
Me, the players offended.
things like that. And it seems to have been cooking for a while, and just
Like a stew.
Apparently.
Meat
they're British.
stew.
yeah, predominantly meat. But you don't. You're like. Actually, I will have you roll nature check for me.
Nature? Okay.
But you get to use your.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! Do you get to use your werewolf stats?
That only affects perception. Nature?
Oh.
Oh. I wanted to see if you could sense the meat, like.
What kind it was?
It's meat. It's meat.
Well,
Alex had that
specifics.
experience.
2.
True story.
It is true.
Could have come from anywhere
Can Drea tell?
of any sort.
There's meat in that corn.
No crap.
Can Drea tell?
Oh yeah, you wanna. So for you, since you don't have that sense of smell, I mean, you could probably
Visual, like a
smell
visual.
it. Yeah, if you want to visually
inspection,
go
yeah.
in and look at it and whatever, you totally can. Now, as you are stepping in, so there are several chairs surrounding this wooden table, and it is like ornately laid out. Like they have laid out like where the fork should be, where the knife should be. There's multiples of them, and there is actually food on the table currently.
Multiples
as if-
being how many?
Oh, like
Enough place settings for our party?
oh yes.
As if they were expecting us?
Well, there does seem to be food on the table and places made and
Would you ask?
I guess a better question
lanterns
would be,
lit kind of
are
thing.
there more places set
Then
than
there
our party?
Oh yes.
Okay.
By a lot?
It's a 15-seater.
Okay,
So probably
by
yes,
a lot.
by a lot.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So we can seat 15.
So about half our party would fill about half of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you guys would be swamped by it. Anyway, and it
I'd
is
be
awful.
concerned if there was an exact number for members of our party plus Irina plus the 3 guards.
Yes,
That would be
there's
concerning.
wooden dishware, gold candelabras that are neatly arranged on the table.
10 people.
I
I was like,
I'm using.
I was like, wow, that shifted. Suddenly,
Oh.
children come running in, and
it
Janica
was
was like,
Monroe,
care about that.
Lauren Bacall, and Betty Grable.
oh, okay.
Oh no! Ah! My phone is not.
Back to your
on.
question.
If
That's
you guys even know
okay.
who those people are.
Is there
I've heard
anyone
all
else
those things.
in the room?
So, I love how you guys ask questions. Drea, as you're going over to like inspect the meat,
I rolled a 10. Well, I rolled a 7 plus my bonus. This is a nature check, right?
10. Yes.
So it's 10, yeah.
10. Okay. So you look. You can't tell with 10. You can't really tell exactly what type of meat it is or like where it might have been from, but it does look like it. The meat is not red or pink or like you normally would expect. It's more of a grayish, blackish color. So it's probably
So it's like overdone possum.
old and possibly decayed
Or that.
type of meat. So or flesh of some sort.
All right.
Anyway, and you hear this footsteps coming from upstairs. Lighter footsteps. As an individual comes down, you see a young woman coming down the stairs with alabaster skin. She's very pale. Let's see.
Have we met anyone who's not pale in
And
this
she's
world?
dressed in a red gown, kind of like you would go to a party.
you're not
but
pale.
this one is old and
Okay,
like
that's
ripped and maybe not like the nicest, but it is a very like more like a flowing like red gown.
Red
And she's
pale.
got auburn hair that's neatly like bundled up.
He wants to cast mending.
Oh my gosh! But she doesn't really seem to notice you guys. She's she's coming down and just she doesn't really pay you any mind.
Okay.
Did his mending work?
So you want to cast now? Mending is only 1 cubic area. This is her whole dress with like a train, kind of like a little bit of a
It's a
drags
cantrip.
behind
I
you.
can count it multiple times.
He's already said twice, so.
Okay. So
One tear at a time.
You cast
You
mending.
know, there's this weird little hole in between the shoulders of the dress. Let's sew that up.
So yeah, the V-neck, so like almost becomes a turtleneck.
It's like turn it into a Victorian dress.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. You're watching her go down the stairs, and her dress suddenly starts to like.
Does she notice?
She does not seem to really notice or care. But it's like magical. She's walking down the stairs, and the dress just like becomes this beautiful gown that you knew it was, but now it's like it's stitched back together.
Oh, fellow sentient.
She doesn't really pay you any mind, and she comes and she sits at the table,
Reminds me
and
of some of the
she
people I
does
used to play
she tucks her like little train next to her. She like gathers her skirts and sits pristinely, slides her
What
legs.
kind of food is on the table?
So you've got goblets of things. You've got casks of seemingly wine, or not casks, but like the bottles of wine. There are like turnips and carrots and things, and you've got.
Are they fresh or are they
like
spoiled?
Chicken. Those actually are fresh. Those are fresh, and you do see a chicken that has been cooked, a whole chicken.
Okay.
And other assortments of things.
Within the last week? Or?
This one actually seems to be normal.
Fresh, okay.
Yeah, this one seems to be fresh. So whoever was preparing this table used more normal ingredients.
Okay. Just after what we saw in the cauldron.
Yeah. What is on the table does not seem to have come from the cauldron.
Maybe the cauldron is for.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. Oh.
No wonder they're unhappy.
Yeah. And then soon after, so she takes a seat at the table, and then you hear another set of footsteps coming from upstairs, and you see coming down the stairs an individual. Let's see, I'll read it. A handsome young man in a brown monk's robe. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess never mind. Let's see. A wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck, and he moves with the grace of a saint as he's coming down the stairs. Or a blondish individual.
Is he pale too?
I was going to say the same thing. Is he pale?
No, he seems normal. But he's
normal.
Skin color. No, I'm just kidding. The skin. Sorry.
Skin color. Think about it.
Anyway.
Sorry, that was a funny sketch.
But more so, it doesn't look like he's really seen the sun, so he's not like tan or anything.
Yeah.
But
Pastier.
more a lighter complexion, but not like alabaster, like pale complexion. Seems healthy. Like has the red on the cheeks, nose, whatever.
Okay.
But a very handsome individual that does have this like kind of like walking grace, seems to command the room kind of thing. And he walks down and he says, "Well, welcome to my abbey. I see we have many an adventurer in your party. Why have you come to disturb our peace?"
Are you the abbot?
Well, yes. I am the abbot, and this is my abbey. And you probably have met some of my charges already.
Yeah.
And the individual that brought you in kind of and turns and leaves. And the door closes behind him. Thank you. Oh, yes, we need people.
I am going to be forthright and just say we have been sent but on the behalf of the burgomaster.
Oh gosh. It's not a long story.
This Abby is bump.
Yeah.
Oops.
But I am going to let him know we've been sent on the behest of the burgomaster to ask you for a favor.
And also, weren't we sent from the other priest?
Oh, what? Yes, Dora's father, Dorvich.
Dorvich,
Yeah. Did he? I'm trying to remember if he asked us to talk to the abbot specifically.
I think so.
Okay.
Return this.
Oh.
Was asked.
Yes.
Anyway.
Do we want to do that?
So the burgomaster has need of me, does he?
Potentially.
Oh, what is his need? And I will tell you if I can fulfill it. And he walks over and takes the hand of the lady, and she takes his hand, and he kind of leads her around the table to a different spot on the other side. And you're like, what the heck?
Okay. That's irksome. All right.
And she gathers her skirts again and sits back down.
No reaction, I'm guessing. That's annoying. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of glance at the party and see if anyone's like shaking their head for me to continue. Anyone dissenting that we should tell him?
Keep going.
All right, I'll tell him that.
We're already this far.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him. The burgomaster's son has passed away, and he wants your help to return him to life.
Oh. No small task.
Hence why we came to ask you.
And he turns and he takes the chicken and takes a knife and like kind of starts carving a bit of it away. Seems like a normal chicken before you ask. Seems fine. And puts a piece on the plate in front of the lady.
Is it a Rhode Island red or is it a...
That's funny.
And also takes like a scoop of some of the vegetables, puts it on the plate, and while he's speaking, takes one of the flasks of whatever, glasses, whatever, bottles of wine, and pours only a little bit into the glass.
So he seems like he knows what he's doing with fancy meals.
Very much so.
Okay, I will log that. Anyway, moving on.
Because as he like pours and whatnot and kind of like steps back, the girl goes to reach with her left hand, and he kind of goes, and so then she puts that hand away and she reaches with her right hand to grab the goblet.
It's kind of light ladies only use their right hand.
So,
And I'm guessing I would.
you would 100%. Andrea, you would probably recognize some of this as well. You would definitely.
Which fork did we start with?
Yeah.
You work from the outside in.
You always work from the outside in.
But I'm gonna glance at Drea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna glance at those two because I worked with her. So I'm gonna.
And you notice that as she does make mistakes, that he doesn't have to say anything. He just like either motions or just like taps her lightly, and she's able to change. And no words are really spoken. He's speaking to you while she's doing this, like kind of starting to eat. like goes for the full thing, and then she puts it back down, cuts a smaller piece, and then puts it in her mouth.
Chanika's like,
Anyway,
what?
wait. This is what he's saying before. Okay, I'm just explaining what's happening. So, as he says, so you have just said, he's like, no small feat. And you're like, yes, this is why he's come to you. He says, well, that is a request I could fulfill, if so desired. But it depends on who is willing to pay the price. And it's not really a steep ask that I have. Something very simple.
What do you ask?
Sorry, before the next song plays. Okay.
I'm gonna get a little closer. Like,
Oh, can you just get me closer too? Janika's putting on her fancy persona.
so my shield is away.
I guess not persona, who she was before, and is like
Everyone
trying to...
who's like been trained in the court is like.
It was like, oh, we're doing fancy. He'll use his illusion spell.
Yeah, Fernlin just lights up a cigar.
They're sitting in the back.
Yeah, what do you want?
As the rest of you like suddenly become different people, and you're like, yes.
Susan now looks like he's wearing a tux and a top hat.
Oh! Did you use like you cast a spell?
Yeah, he used his magic hat.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hat of disguise.
So you take the hat and kind of do like a flip, boom, and then you have like the split coattails and like the tie pops up.
Unnerving, actually. So.
Is this your dinner time? Did we interrupt your dinner time?
Well, as you can see, I'm teaching her how to be a wonderful, beautiful lady of class and state. She is my project. And which goes hand in hand of what I will ask of you. If I'm to help, I'm assuming your adventuring group will be the one to pay or repay for my services.
We might relay the price, but let's hear your price though.
Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as it is fulfilled.
Okay.
And so then he turns to you. So he's kind of been like with her at the table, and he kind of turns to you and folds his arms and says, it's very quite simple. She will be married, and she needs a wedding gown. So, but not just any wedding gown.
There it is.
She needs the best. And one made specifically for a king or queen, and very ornate, and has jewels of all sorts, fit for the king of our land.
I knew it.
Who did you say the groom was?
Well, he is the one. This is his land. He procured it many a year ago, and he resides in his castle in Castle Ravenloft. And she is to be his bride.
It's not that Strahd fellow, is it?
Oh, the exact one. Who else could it be?
Can I see if
Didn't
she's there?
Can I?
Oh,
Does she want
Jenica's
want
gonna.
that?
Well, sorry. Gray's gonna whisper to Jenica. Did this guy fight Strahd lose?
I don't.
Can I see if she's
I thought that the leader of the Abbey fought.
she seems kind of lost in her own thoughts.
Strong
Are you
and
wanting
lost.
to like really investigate, or like you wanting
There was-
to,
okay,
or like
yeah?
okay.
Right?
Roll an insight check.
I
for
don't.
me.
I thought he left and then a new one came.
Yeah.
Like he
Or are
left
you wanting
fight,
to roll
and
to
then
see if
a
there's
new
any
person
magic
came.
involved,
And this
or
is the
just
new
like
person.
her as a human being?
Her
Are
as
you
a
the-
human being.
Are you
no.
the original Abbott, or was there an Abbott before you?
I am the one that came and saved this place. The Bellevue family was in chaos, most of them dead, through many mishaps and misunderstandings after Markovia failed in her attempt to take Strahd from his throne. Right.
I rolled a 23.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If this is an abbey, where are all the priests?
Wait, let me answer your thing first. So insight. So she does not really, with your 23, really have desires of her own, or really thoughts of her own right now.
Is she outlined
and
in
she's
magic?
Simply doing. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
What kind of
Okay.
What school? Charm?
We'll get to that.
Enchantment.
We'll get to your question first.
Okay.
So your insight from her as a human being, like what she's wanting to do or what she's focusing on, like, you know,
Yeah, take this
normal
guy out.
insight. There's
I feel like it's
nothing
gonna go
really there. She seems to be more of a shell of a person, and doesn't really have any like. She doesn't really initiate anything. I mean, she does, but it seems very methodical, very trained. You know, it's more like a
So she's more of a puppet.
than an
Sorry,
actual
I'm
like
overly
individual.
excited.
But
No, you're good. You're good.
your question, you said.
Sorry, I got
what did you
overly
ask?
excited.
You asked
School
a
of
question.
Magic. Well, that's the first.
Before that, your question to him was.
Where are the priests?
Yeah, where are the priests?
Are they in the courtyard? Are they in the yard outside?
And he says, well, the Bellevue family was the family in charge of this place when I got here. And they are what the individuals that you have seen are what remain.
sister.
But I do not have any other priests.
That's not their original form, I'm assuming.
No, they were decrepit beings, dying and having killed each other, and so many terrible things going on in this place. They needed saving.
Did you make them that way?
I helped them.
Jack
I
is
brought
brain-
them to a higher form of being.
Okay.
They are much better off now than when I first came.
Does Drea
Could I
believe this
have a
guy?
word with my friends here for just a moment?
Yeah, let's.
You can yes, you can talk amongst yourselves.
Yes,
I-
sorry.
it-
Continue eating.
right.
And
Sorry.
he turns and he says, Vasilka, shall we? And she reaches up and takes his hand, and they let me know when you want to continue
Yes,
our
yes.
communication. And they start like slowly dancing to the music that is coming from upstairs.
What animal bits do you have?
Oh, and they stop for a moment.
All right.
Well,
Gather around, my friends.
All right.
and he says, I was born this way, And I have not had anything added to me, if that is what you're asking.
Oh, I just thought because like you said they were higher,
Side to side.
so I thought like it was better to have animals.
Well, the creator can make many a masterpiece that surpass their forms.
Those are
I guess you could
masterpieces.
say. But the master is the original and cannot be replicated. I think they go back to dancing.
Okay, huddle.
Alright. So, quiet.
We're all-
If she is enchanted. Did that question
Oh,
be answered?
okay. I'll answer that.
It's
So,
not supposed to
Before
be.
I share my
we are
idea.
nearing the end of your spell because you guys weren't outside for 10 minutes. It was more like
Right.
5 to 7 minutes, whatever. So you are reaching the end. Same school of magic. It is transmutation. But you don't see any like animal. It's all human, you know. But you do notice that there are magical like little stitches in different places, as if different parts of individuals have been stitched together to create her.
All right. These
All right.
people gotta
So-
go.
Alright, so here's my idea. I can make just about anything.
Okay.
I'm trying to say this so that they can't hear.
Okay. Are you guys all talking so that they can't hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone roll. Oh shoot! What is this? Deception, or is this like?
Stealth?
Sure. Stealth works. You're trying to speak stealthily.
Oh,
Oh, my stealth isn't actually not bad. Oh, but my roll was.
So you want me to make quiet on them?
well, they'll probably notice because the music will stop.
Oh. That was bad.
Stealth.
6.
7.
Oh, stealthy.
And they start to like turn and like do twists around the
Bugger.
room.
6.
Oh.
12.
Okay, 12, 6, we say.
11.
11.
13?
13.
7.
7.
6.
Okay, cool.
Not very good.
Susan should not
Okay,
be one of the
come you,
highest.
yes.
Stealth.
Conversation. What do you guys want to talk about?
So,
So I can make anything. A wedding dress fit for a queen probably shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay.
I can make almost anything too.
Can I finish? While I'm making this. While I'm making this, I think we could make a bomb.
Oh.
That ought to solve all problems.
maybe keep on hand, but maybe not use right away. Let's
I
see
don't
what...
do bombs, but I can make the dress if you want to make a bomb.
Do you guys think that the bride-to-be was ever... I tell them about the different stitching I've seen.
So then,
Do we
what-
believe
what
she
would
was
our-
ever really just one person, or
This could
is she
be-
made up of several people?
I think she might be several people.
Well, why don't we make the dress to buy us time to figure out how to handle this situation?
Well, okay, so if she's several people, she doesn't really have a will of her own, right? That's what we're deciding.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to decide if your bomb ideas
It might be a little
drastic.
Yeah,
little
like,
ahead of myself.
Um,
So
okay,
Probably
to
be better
kill
than-
people out
why not?
there.
I think we
that are-
need to take this guy out, though.
Make one for him.
Why? Make a wedding dress for him?
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'd like that.
Do you think we not need to take him out?
I'm just wondering why.
Because he's transformed all that family out there.
Yeah, and that's
From his perspective,
that's
he's a help.
awful, and that's sad for them. We're not here by choice either. Our main focus should be Strahd.
So Janica's gonna put a hand on
So-
Drea's shoulder, and then
Back to my idea.
yeah,
Okay.
we've all got different.
This dress, wedding night's gonna be the bomb. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay. Little Trojan horse, if you will.
What's a Trojan horse?
I'll tell you.
Man, I just feel bad using her as a. Well,
is she even alive? I mean, I don't like the idea of taking a life, but what if
I mean,
Yeah, if she's not alive.
she's not alive?
if she's like made out of corpse,
Would it be a
yeah,
mercy,
yeah,
maybe?
Yeah, like
Should we ask her?
no.
I
No,
don't think
Susan,
she
no.
knows.
But like, I wonder if all the bodies and
Yeah.
I mean,
pieced
Susan
together.
here is made of bits and bobs off everything, but she's got more sense. Or she and him, or whatever, has more sentience than that lady does over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Would I?
It would
have
be
these
a
at
mercy
graveyards, right?
A mercy killing? Where have I heard that before?
Wouldn't be our first.
The other question is, if
It was a mercy
she's
killing.
supposed to be married to Strahd, then why does he want Irina?
Strahd?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if
time of the
the
talk?
woman here is supposed to replace Irina.
And you see them swaying like very gracefully to the music.
What does she look like Irina? Auburn hair. Hold on. Do they look similar?
Does this puppet look like
There's
Irina?
semblance.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Sorry, your question?
Sorry.
It's just, does this puppet look at all like Irina?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're asking the same
there
thing.
is a semblance.
Yeah.
They both have auburn hair. They're both of like more slender builds and everything. Obviously, not the same facial features and everything.
Right.
Well, this guy just got complicated
But
fast.
this lady, as you watch, like she does have more grace and is more like ladylike and everything. Irina's more the like farmer's daughter kind of thing. She does have like a sword and
Yeah, Irina
Over
can
here.
stab things.
and so that's the biggest difference.
If my
besides,
brother
like,
were
her
here, he
facial
could read her
features.
mind and see if she's there.
And maybe
Yeah.
more looks more on the delicate side, but similar
about to
in
pop a stick.
stature. So.
Sorry. So Strahd definitely has a type. Okay. Glad I'm a redhead, not Auburn.
There's a difference.
Yes.
There is a difference, yes.
Okay.
Mine. Janica's is like lightly
I still like my idea.
like Auburn.
I think it's not a. I think that's a definite
Maybe
possibility.
we could. Yeah, I think we should do it, but maybe delay doing the last for sure touches until we know. If
Maybe it
she's-
doesn't necessarily have to be an explosion.
Could it be a magical thing?
Yep, that's what I was planning.
Oh, okay.
Can it
We
be
know
like
he can't
holy
hear us
water?
all saying this right now. Like Strahd.
Just expels holy water in a massive sphere. Would that take out Strahd? Or would it just weaken him? Or just piss him? Maybe just get him wet.
How do we know that the bomb?
Or maybe can it?
Well, the magical.
Hey, I'm just spitballing here.
Okay.
He's also a very powerful.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the very powerful stuff.
Why
It is a
don't
guild connection.
we agree to do the dress and then we can ask for more privacy and hash out details later?
Yeah.
Does that sound like a
Yep,
deal? But we'll
that
I
sounds
just
like-
also don't want it to end up where like Irina gets involved into this somehow, and then we
should we
take
get her out of here?
Yes, I think so. I think we should tell the guards to take her back.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Should one of us go tell them to take her far away from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Two of us.
Two of us. I think two of
Or
us.
two. Do you, any phone?
I will.
You and
I can go. Well,
I'll
maybe,
go. Actually,
maybe Susan should go.
or Susan.
Like,
Okay.
so there's no like destruction. Possible destruction.
I'll tell Susan. Will you make sure that Drea gets there safely to talk to the guards? And I'll look at Drea and just kind of like.
Sure.
Thanks. Yeah, come with me. Let's get it.
Get her far away. Under guard, if possible.
So you two are heading out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna bid the Abbott. I've got to go talk to our escorts.
They stop turning and he looks at you. Okay.
I've just got to relay a message to them, and I'll be back.
Yes, let's split the party.
All right.
now.
As long as the
That's
rest of
never
your
not worked.
companions are still here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's fine with me.
So yes to the dress.
Okay. I do. See what you did there? Anyway, so you and Susan walk out and you like walk back into the courtyard.
Right.
The individual from the well is still peeping out. So you still see the red like eyeballs. And then you pass by the first individual with the wolf and reptile skin that's kind of just like sitting on a chair next to the exit, or the front. There you go. Yeah. So you guys walk past, and then Vish says, "Leaving so soon?"
We'll be right back, but I would like to ask you a question on my way back. Could you stay here for a moment?
Most definitely. This is my post. Okay. So you guys leave, and the guard that came in with you, just like inside the gate, is still there, just like standing there. And he kind of nods to you as you come back, and says, "Only two of you?"
Yes. So you need to get Irina and your partner out of here and as quickly as possible. And place her under guard. She's in danger.
Oh. I don't know if you've noticed, but we are guards. And she is being guarded
you
at
can't
the
guard her here.
moment.
You cannot guard her here.
Oh, okay.
Go back to your... What was it called?
Burgomaster.
The Bergamot,
Bergamot.
the city hall, or
Yeah.
Go back to your Bergamot and ask her to put him under protection. Tell him we're working on the resurrection.
All right.
We need to actually verify that's what he's planning
But
on doing.
that's
I have been instructed by my master to safely get you here and safely get you back.
We'll be just fine. The reason why is because there's someone that we think is an enemy here, and before you guys were escorting us, we've already faced many dangers here, so we'll be just fine.
Even like a couple of them could go.
Well,
one
I
could
promise
stay.
you.
yeah, that's true.
I will see if maybe one of my guards can take her back if what you say, if she's in danger. That will be all right.
Okay.
Okay. And so then he kind of walks out the gate to go speak with them. So are you guys sticking around or are you going to go?
Well, we probably should stick around to see what they say.
Make sure they actually do it.
Yeah, so you hear like whispering conversation. And you hear Irina, "Well, I want to talk to them." And she comes around to the gate
Okay.
and she grabs the bars. She's like,
So I'll just sum
"What
it
are
up for
you? You're leaving me?"
We're not leaving you. We're getting you out of harm's way because there's some crusty old vampire that wants you to be his bride. So
That's been established.
unless you would like to join the nightlife, I suggest you.
So, wait, you want me to leave my You guys are my protectors?
No.
There's a lot of you?
These guards are going to protect you. Right now, they've got a replacement, but if they have any idea that you're here, they might decide to swap out this replacement for you.
They want this guy to walk me back, and the redhead has a grin on his face. They want this guy to walk me back by himself.
No.
I don't know if I feel very safe about
No,
that.
it needs to be. So I'm going to call one of the guards over. It needs to be two guards taking her back. If one wants to remain here, he can.
And she has.
I think all of you should just go back. We'll be fine.
Can I just stay out here until you guys are done? Like, why not? There's nothing
Because-
happening. We've been talking about their parents for ages.
Because Strahd's right-hand man is in the dining room just a few hundred feet away.
Oh,
That's
roll,
fine.
roll persuasion.
Or deception.
Well,
If you want to be deceptive, roll deception. If you want to be.
Oh, yeah, I failed.
Okay.
But you know what? I didn't use my birthday nat 20.
Yeah, you haven't used that yet.
Okay, that's
oh
fine.
yeah, those are the thing. Oh, I should forgot.
And I'll use my +2 to that, so it's 22.
Because, nat 20.
Just in case. Just in case.
Oh, his right hand man. Oh, okay. That sound. Are you gonna be safe in there?
Yeah,
We'll be okay. Okay.
we've fought werewolves. We've been chased by ghosts.
Okay, I choose this guy, the tall, like broader, like more mellow type individual, to walk me back then. Okay.
Can I convince one of the other guards to go? With
Well, the
or all of
older
them
gentleman
go.
Yeah.
goes. Fine. Not all of them. No, only he can take her back. Both of us are going to stay, but fine, you can choose him to take her back.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and she's like, okay, well, be safe, and I better see you again.
I think you will.
Okay.
We got a lot
And
of
they
cleanup to
start
do.
heading
This place is a mess.
You'll have to tell
We
me
got a
what
lot
you've
of
seen
cleanup.
inside
Gotta go.
when you get back. And they turn and start heading down the way.
This place is cursed everywhere we turn. So
Yeah.
And the main guard is like, well, it seems pretty normal from the outside.
no, it's not. It's like the rest of this place. Ever since I got here, it's been nothing but curse after curse after. And people have just learned to make do with this. And it's bled over into my world and sucked me here. And there's no telling if it will bleed back into there. We just got to clean this place up.
Well, I mean, do we really know that it's not normal?
He's listening. Like, don't know what you're talking about.
We're getting rid of Strahd.
I mean, I've never seen, half animal creatures before, but maybe it's normal. I don't know.
He looks up and down at you and is like, so this is not normal.
Well, I'm not.
He's not from here.
I'm not a half bunny, half lizard like the other guy was.
Listen, they're doing some weird things in there.
I don't want to know.
The priests that used to be in there, the family, well, they've all been transformed into creatures.
Oh.
And now they're serving Strahd's right-hand man.
There's a guy that lives in the well, and he's pretty friendly looking, I think.
Oh.
Spider bat combinations with. Yeah.
I see why my master sent you. So.
Are you sure you want to stay? I think you should go.
Well, I must obey my master's bidding, so I will stay on the outside of the fence this time.
How about you just go down the road, I don't know, say like half a mile?
We will keep watch. And we've already checked the perimeter. There is no other really entrance or exit unless you want to fall down the cliff.
Okay,
So-
all right.
Alright, well.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
But it is an option to go down a cliff.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
It was nice knowing you.
And they kind of are like, okay. Like, get all settled again. Okay. And you guys
Thanks, Susan.
make your way back?
That was very helpful.
Okay. So you guys make your way back in.
boy.
And you knock on the door and you are let back in.
We want to
you had
stop
a
and
question.
talk to.
You had a
I want
question.
to stop and talk to that guy. I want to ask him: is that your family out in the chained up on the pole and in the stalls? Are those your family members?
Yes, we are all one big family.
Okay. Before this Abbott came, were you guys having a lot of problems? Were you sickly and decrepit and?
Well, I don't really recall those times.
Okay,
It
that's
was
what I
a
thought.
while ago. And
I think that's a lie, but that's just me. I mean, not you.
insight check if you want.
Oh,
What the person's lying, or
I think
that's
that
lie?
what we
Okay.
were told is a lie. But I'll inside check this guy. But I think he's telling the truth. I don't know.
We've always been this way, as far as I remember.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If that's helpful.
Yes, it is. Very. Thank you.
Okay. And then you guys make
Good
your
job.
way back.
Continue doing your job.
Oh, thank you. And you guys come back in.
Carol will whisper to
the-
everybody, I think I got her to safety.
Okay.
And the abbot turns to you and says, well, have you made up your mind? And that's where we're going to pause.
Okay.
for today.